I started off Unit 2 watching American Beauty. I haven't watched it before. All I knew was the girl from American Pie was in it. So I started watching it, of course, with my family around. And the opening scene of of him masturbating in the shower like threw me off of my seat. I know that this story was about a man. I found it as a man finding sexual fulfillment as his wife found financial fulfillment. Hence, they're both fulfillments because they didn't coincide within each other, drove them apart. It was just kind of weird for me how the movie played on. It also was funny to me seeing, because I've never seen it and I've seen not another teen movie, that the boy with the bag. It just cracked me up. I then watched Gran Torino. I've watched that before. I love that movie. I love seeing how Clint Eastwood directs, stars, and produces the movie. I think he did a wonderful job. What gets me in that movie is that he's a great guy. He served his country. He loved his wife. He established a great future and great life for his family. But when his wife dies, his grandchildren are texting in the funeral. What gets me is I know that I don't know what the children went through with their father, because their father is very, here's my boundaries, I'm very strict, but they seem not to care, even when he calls them to give them bad news about giving cancer. How many times does a father call you? That's not a thing. I loved his interaction with Tao and his sister. It's a big tearjerker when his sister comes home and she is abused and raped by her own cousin. Gets me every time. I find that in Gran Torino, he finds fulfillment in the relationship and the communication with his neighbors that he is missing with his own family. I find that together the movies have a lot of differences, but together they both end up dying and having a tragic demise, even though they're both striving to fulfill their lives. In the end, Clint Eastwood finds fulfillment, settles all his things, buys a suit, has a straight shave, and goes and protects the family of the Asian family because, like he says, that family will not have peace with that gang around. While on the other hand, Spacey, he finally has this chance to do it with the blonde. It doesn't happen. And what happens? He's looking at a photo of his family, remembering the wonderful times, and he gets his brains blown out. Both untimely demises, both sad endings, but I have to admit, I didn't cry to American Beauty, but I cried my eyes out to Gran Torino every time. Thank you. I hope to hear from your wonderful comments. Have a wonderful day, guys.